can say whatever she's listed as. And by the way, we talked about the work on the glass in the Villanova win. Ellie coming down with 19.
Game's opening tip is controlled by Princeton. Wearing the home whites. Sky Belker starting as a true first-year player, and she's got the first points of the night for Princeton. Season opener for Princeton since Grace Stone a few years back. The first to do so under Carla Berube in more than 6 years for her as a head coach. Schmeichel's pass interrupted and stolen by Chen, who's coming off a career performance against Villanova. That is St. Rose, and Princeton has the first four. This is Thompson. She lost it on the way, and a steal for Ellie Mitchell. Well, the other common opponent between these two is Seton Hall. Princeton won a classic double overtime game. That is Ellie Mitchell. And an early timeout taken by Rutgers. Really solidified that 5 spot for Princeton, a spot that they were expecting to have Tabby Amanzi available for much of the year, but an early season injury has her out of action again today, and Princeton comes up with another takeaway.
Rutgers coming into this game is averaging 19 turnovers per contest. Already have 4 here in the early going of this first quarter.
And perhaps we are seeing some of the struggles that come when your starting point guard is sidelined as Matt Schmeichel missed inside. And Ellie Mitchell clears it. She's coming off another 19 rebound game. And that is Parker Hill running the floor. It's a 10-0. Brown, the target inside, and Rutgers gives it up.
On their teammates, like, we have to calm down. And I know when you look at the scoreboard and you see the 10-0, you start to press.
Make it 13-0. Madison St. Rose delivers it. Boy, St. Rose has really taken the next step as a scorer this year. She's got 3 20-point games already this season. This is Herder. Brown on the baseline and gets the friendly roll.
Well, if you're Rutgers, you say, okay, we have our first field goal. Now let's just get stops and chip away.
Chen to the crossover, and she will head to the line for Princeton.
And against Villanova, they were 12 of 15 as a team from the charity stripe.
You and I were chit-chatting before the game today, and the difference for her this year is her efficiency from three-point range.
She just makes good decisions of what is a good outside shot for her.
Schmeichel for 3. Got it. Ashley Chia is in for Princeton, as is Paige Morton, joined by Chen, Mitchell, and St. Rose. Chen, the kick out. St. Rose for 3. She's got 2 of them here in the first quarter.
She's just shooting lights out, and she is twice now in that corner. Had enough space because they were favoring the other side of the floor. They kick it to her. And her defenders just aren't getting there quick enough. I mean, you'll get to your average pretty quickly of 19 if you're going to go 8 in 1 quarter.
Ashley Chia working the screen roll game with Paige Morton. Chia leaves a defender in the dust and is headed to the line. 8 points in 19 minutes in that key double overtime win over Seton Hall a couple weeks back on this floor. 1 out of 2 at the stripe for Chia. This is Schmeichel around Morton, and she will shoot a pair. She would like Kayleen Schmeichel to make during her sophomore year, and talking about trying to use her teammates a little bit more. Certainly her ability to get to the rim is a key factor to Rutgers' success.
Where Paige Morton needed help.
It's a lot of length down there to contend with. Chia with her feet set, and she's got 3. Chia. Schmeichel picked up her dribble.
Yeah, and again, you're in single digits on the shot clock, and Rutgers has nothing happening offensively.
Brown knocks down a three at the end of the shot clock. It's a big shot for Cassandra Brown, graduate transfer in from St. Peter's. She's also spent 2 years at Rhode Island.
Well, it also gets them to double digits before this quarter is over, after it started with Princeton going up 10-0.
Belker had her shot blocked. Cornwell comes down with it. Lafayette. It would have counted.
When I see that 40-2 in Ivy League play, just because you know your conference opponents study you so well, and the tendencies from season to season, even if your personnel changes, you just know so much about each other. 40-2 is amazing.
I believe it was 20-some-odd consecutive wins to start for back-to-back losses to begin Ivy League play a year ago for the Tigers, who were Ivy League champions, winning the Ivy League tournament here on their home floor last year. This is Schmeichel missing inside. Cornwell missed the putback. Another opportunity. That is Schmeichel up on the rim, no, and Parker Hill clears it for Princeton. Osgood thought about the three. What a pass. Another great pass. Chet Nowicki inside is fouled.
Like, you could have a good shot, but is the next one great?
I think you're right on the money there, partner. That's senior captain Chet Nowicki. One more at the free throw line for Princeton. 1 out of 2 on this trip.
Clock when they finally start to get something going towards the rim.
It's pretty good defense there from Nowicki to avoid the foul against Destiny Adams. Hill. St. Rose, who had the hot hand in the first quarter for the Tigers, connects with Parker Hill off the window for 2.
So a lot of the attention is just going to be on Schmeichel, and Princeton can afford to do it.
That is Herder on the baseline, and she can't get the roll. Nowicki has the rebound. Such great mobility and speed at her size. A challenge for any team to deal with.
Shot clock's at 5.
Here is Chen over Adams. She's got her own miss and puts in 2 for Princeton. Down to 5 on the timer. Possession going nowhere quick for Rutgers. Herder doesn't see the clock, and the Tigers force a shot clock violation.
But again, John, I think the last couple of times down, I've said it, they're just getting too late into their offense. You gotta get moving quicker.
Yeah, you wonder if maybe they go to a quick hitter or 2 in their offense just to try to get out and transition a little bit more. But in the first place, you got to rebound the miss. This is Belker. Got Adams off her feet. Ellie Mitchell secures an offensive rebound for Princeton. "17-point advantage for the Tigers as we approach the halfway mark of the second quarter. Belker at the end of the clock. Chen's got to go. The runner is good.
Many different ways that she finishes. That was a big-time floater with the clock running down.
Chen's got 6 for Princeton. Rutgers has 5 points each from Schmeichel and Cassandra Brown in this first half. Thompson down to 5 again on the timer. Thompson the step back and got it. And off to a great start this year at 8-3 under Monique LeBlanc. Ivy League play will get underway for the Tigers on January the 6th as Caitlin Chen
is so strong. They're holding Rutgers to 30% shooting, and they've turned them over 13 times.
Brown missed inside after a great move. St. Rose. They want Katie Fears inside. Fears the fall away. Mitchell's got an offensive rebound for Princeton and somehow finds Ashley Chia.
Well, that was it. And they have scored 7 points off of those 6. That was the thing I was saying about the 32 second chance points the other night against Villanova. I mean, if you were connecting on every one of them, that would have been 34 if they were all two-pointers.
I mean, what a vintage Ellie Mitchell play. Down to a knee to secure the offensive rebound. 4 on the shot clock. Brown's got to go. Destiny Adams just before the timer.
The ball's in the air and the clock goes at 0, but they've had 2 that have dropped.
Chen is fouled by Schmeichel. Well, that was something that Rutgers head coach Kokies Washington was talking to us about, just how fundamental Caitlin Chen plays.
Oh. Well, because he gives you so many options. You can still pivot out of that, and Chen, but, Hill came in right away, got a couple of steals, a couple of rebounds.
That is Antonia Bates inside. That is St. Rose for 2. Offensive rebound by Caitlin Chen, the 9th in the first half for Princeton.
Yeah, and that's coming off having 17 on Monday night.
Approaching the final minute of the first half, Chen drags her pivot foot. Spacing in the half court much better because of the improvement of St. Rose shooting from 3. Sky Belker is a real threat from the three-point line. And Caitlin Chen, as we've talked about, a much improved three-point shooter in her sophomore campaign. That has hurt her. She's got her own miss, and she's going to head to the line.
At the line.
Over 30 minutes in 3 of the last 4 games for the Scarlet Knights. And she's 1 out of 2. The Tigers will hold for the final possession of the first half. Chen working it with Ellie Mitchell, who went to the deck. Chen to the crossover and delivers 2 for Princeton.
That's going to run it out. Wow, what a first half by Princeton. The play of Caitlin Chen.
Kayleen Schmeichel playing with 3 personal fouls. Dee, what do you think Rutgers needs to do to get on track in the third quarter?
Well, 2 things happened to me in the back half of the first half.
Schmeichel on the ball now. A step-back shot denied by Parker Hill. Unleashing Madison St. Rose in transition for Princeton. Adams attacking Mitchell. Spins into Hill. This is Schmeichel down to 6 on the shot clock for Rutgers. Adams has to go. 3 ball up and missed it all.
Rutgers comes in averaging 19 turns a game. That was number 14. And you have a whole lot of the third and fourth still to play.
St. Rose is left all alone. And she's got 3. Schmeichel defended by Belker. Sandra Brown starting the second half for Rutgers. 3 ball is good.
They can identify this is her strengths. Now this is how we're going to guard her.
Tip and interception. Schmeichel, that is for 2, and she missed it. Ellie Mitchell clears it for Princeton, give her 8 rebounds. Oh, what a pass ahead to Sky Belker, who lays in 2.
Well, that was Chen being the floor general.
And an early timeout, certainly in the holiday spirit tonight at Jadwin Gymnasium, celebrating the 7th night of Hanukkah as well. And the Tiger is on the prowl. It has been all Princeton tonight here at Jadwin Gym. Tigers began this game on a 13-0 sprint. And they lead it by 25 here as a bit of an unforced turnover there. A little bit of full court pressure being shown here. Into the hands of St. Rose. Tigers running St. Rose with Ashley Chia, Caitlin Chen, Chet Nowicki, and Parker Hill. Schmeichel, Bates, Cornwell, Adams, and Thompson on the floor for Rutgers. Hill saved that inbounds. Wow, what a catch by Nowicki. No whistle as she put it up.
And Nowicki definitely was trying to draw the contact.
Schmeichel's had a tough one today. 0 for 7 from the field on 2-point field goal attempts. She's got the 2 made threes. Team's leading scorer at 17 points per game. Cornwell, the target inside. She's got it with 5 on the shot clock. Smeichels got to go. 3 ball is up and good for Kayleen Smeichel. A perfect 3 for 3 from beyond tonight.
Well, Smeichel has had a little bit of space to be able to let that 3 ball fly.
Tigers have done a great job limiting fouls tonight. Just 5 fouls called against Princeton in this game.
But when you move your feet.
Adams the miss. Cornwell denied, and Adams cleans it up. Katie Fears on the floor for Princeton. This is Ashley Chia for 2. That's good. Boy, Ashley Chia, I think that's maybe the part I'm most impressed about Ashley Chia's game to start the year, her ability to shoot on the move.
Usually if you're good at that, your footwork's good.
Smeichel. Nice find. Destiny Adams lays it in, plus a foul. St. Rose just shy of her season average. And back out into the hands of Ashley Chia, running with St. Rose, Chen, and Ellie Mitchell. This is St. Rose. Chen back to St. Rose, who thought about it. Crossing on Smeichel. The pull-up is no good. Katie Fears follows it up for Princeton. Ahead to Smeichel. Numbers for Rutgers. Bates lays it in, plus the foul.
Just an unselfish.
Rutgers prep as a senior. She's able to complete the 3. Belker. Chia with 7 to shoot. Gets past Thompson and tosses in 2.
But, John, you can just see that there are so many playmakers on the Tigers. Chia certainly being one of them. St. Rose, Chen.
Cassandra Brown is headed to the line for 2. And Katie Fears. Chen using the screen from Fears. And knocks down another pull-up J. Caitlin Adams calling for it inside. She's got a size advantage on Chen. That's going to be a foul against Princeton.
Mentioned that, having to.
Has just terrific speed. 1 out of 2, but an offensive rebound by Destiny Adams. This is a key stretch here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Can Rutgers inch a bit closer? Thompson.
And then Brown going up and getting the offensive rebound, but they'll call a jump ball.
Such strength.
And to be able to go straight up to get it and not climb somebody's back.
Tigers in a bit of trouble in the backcourt. They break it. Osgood for 3. She missed it and knew it. Rebound is last touched by the Tigers. Tigers double. 3 ball up for Adams. No good. Cassandra Brown on the glass and a whistle against Katie Fears. 21 minutes played for Cassandra Brown tonight. Abington, Pennsylvania native. She's 1 out of 2 on this trip. Shot and game clock just about even here as we wind down the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. This is Chen with 5. Chen missed it. Offensive rebound, Katie Fears, and she is tied up. Possession arrow will give it to Rutgers.
Brown, she knew what Chen was going to do, so she stayed in the area, but she didn't give it up.
Bates' heave is well short.
Well, she's just so fun to watch play. She has the 14 points, but she also has 5 rebounds. Couple of assists, perfect at the foul line. That's another thing. You can rely on her. And when you're in tight games, to have, reliable people with the ball in their hands like Caitlin is.
Smeichel dribbled it off the foot of Parker Hill, who lost her shoe. And
No.
Here goes Chen the other way for Princeton, and she gets hacked by Smeichel. When Chen, you remember back to that game Monday night at Villanova, the career-high 31 points, but a key and one late in that game. Smeichel. A good look for Herder. And she's got 3. St. Rose for 2. Ellie Mitchell comes away with an offensive rebound for Princeton. That is Belker. And she's going to shoot 2. Back at UCLA, 20 points in a homecoming game. The Los Angeles native. Tigers have a couple of players from California. Chen, Chia, and Belker. That is Herder. Nice find. Brown on the baseline. She's going to shoot 2. You know, Rutgers is a team right around 66.
Shoot 28% on the year now.
Tigers handle the full court pressure. Wow. Chen, the floater is good. This is Herder.
Oh, Destiny with some good low post calling for the ball against Pierce.
But a foul's going to go on deck.
I will say Rutgers has stayed committed to full court press. And
beautiful stuff.
That's the first layup they've given up off of that.
I mean, that's just really poised stuff from Madison St. Rose and Sky Belker, a couple of underclassmen, asked to play big roles for the Tigers. Bates driving it on St. Rose and gets the roll with the left hand.
Yeah, and what I liked about that was the communication with Brown. Brown was shaking her off. No, don't throw it into me. I don't think she liked how much traffic was around her, and it allowed Bates to then take her defender off the dribble.
Nowicki attacking Brown. You can count it, plus the foul. 8 different Tigers into the scoring column tonight. As Thompson secured, playing with 4 personals. Smeichel around Chen, and she's going to shoot 2.
Is really below average, 30%.
Most ever by a first-year player for Rutgers. Ellie Mitchell around Cornwell. And cleared by China Cornwell, senior from Conover, North Carolina. Adams the kick out. 3 ball for Smeichel is no good.
That's her first miss from downtown here today.
It's one of the big storylines with Princeton this year. All the first-year players on the roster. As Adams finishes inside over tall and inbound to Caitlin Chen out of the timeout. And Cassandra Brown has her miss. Smeichel the other way. Offensive rebound, Cassandra Brown is going to shoot a pair for Rutgers. Princeton Tigers have won 9 Ivy League titles in the last 12 years, including 5 in a row.
They have made Jadwin a very difficult.
You look back to Princeton's win over nationally ranked Oklahoma down in Fort Myers, Florida a few weeks back. Was able to come away with a double-digit win.
I mean, she averages 11 rebounds, but 4.5 of them are on the offensive glass.
And, you know, just watching her play, you see why. It's a relentless energy.
And it's not...
Ellie Mitchell has talked about how she grew up with a couple of older brothers who are both much taller than Ellie in the 6'5" or so range, and they never let Ellie have anything easy growing up. This is Herder for 2. Offensive rebound. Smeichel had a piece of it, and Brown cleans it up for Rutgers. Hunting hers. Rebounded by Antonia Bates.
Well, I give Rutgers some credit because it was a tough start for them, 13-0. They turned the ball over at an incredible rate in the first quarter. The coaching's outstanding, but to still be able to get something out of the match.
One more free throw coming here. She's into double figures. One of 4 Scarlet Knights and double figures. Taylor Charles is in for the first time for Princeton. She's got the rebounds as, boy, Adams a bit slow getting back into the play. She may have turned an ankle after the missed free throw.
Well, she came in their second leading scorer. We talked a lot about Smeichel averaging 17, but Destiny Adams came in 13.5.
Down to 7 on the shot clock. Mattis, Parker, Hill for 3. Chia's got it. It didn't hit the rim, and that's going to be a shot clock violation for Princeton.
Yeah, Parker Hill ended up with 3 steals for the game and 4 rebounds.
Schmeichel may have gotten away with an extra step, but
Princeton, 1 minute remaining.
Chia's going to get called for a double dribble. Guard is in the game for Princeton, number 2 in the white and orange. Brown spinning against Thiers. Great help from Taylor Charles. It's loose on the deck.
Brown needs to get out of the paint.
Adams finds Brown, who lays it in at the end of the clock. Ashley Chia will dribble out the final seconds on this one. It appears Rutgers will call it a night. It's going to end up an 11-point win for Princeton. And the Tigers continue their Garden State domination. 2-0 against Seton Hall and Rutgers this year. Their 3rd straight win on their home floor against the Scarlet Knights. It's a 66-55 Princeton win.